Mr. Jensen drove the car to the side of the road. He turned off the car's engine and turned and looked at Cam. "Why do you think you'll find Simone at one of the bus stops?" "The Dreens don't know what Simone looks like, so they have a picture of her. And I am sure that Simone has a picture of the Dreens. If she saw someone who looked like the picture, she would follow them." "But why do you think Simone is at one of the bus stops?" Tam's father asked again. "Just when Aunt Molly was coming out with her luggage, there was an announcement for the city bus. One of the people rushing for the bus was an old fat man with a white beard. He bumped into Eric. Mr. Dreen is fat. He's old and he has a white beard. I think Simone might have followed that man. She might have thought he was her uncle." Mr. Jensen started the car and said, "We'll follow the bus for a few stops, but I don't think we will find Simone." Mr. Jensen drove on. He found the bus waiting at one of the traffic lights. It was a blue bus with a red roof. When the traffic light changed to green and the bus moved ahead, Mr. Jensen followed it. Eric asked Tam, "But wouldn't the man have told Simone that he was not her uncle?" "The man was in a hurry. He probably didn't even know Simone was following him until he got on the bus. And if he doesn't speak French, it may have taken a while for him to realize what Simone wanted." The bus stopped. Mr. Jensen stopped his car too. Tam and Eric looked at the people waiting on both sides of the streets. They didn't see Simone. A few people got off the bus. Then it drove away from the stop, and Mr. Jensen followed it. "I saw lots of castles on this trip," Aunt Molly said. "I even went into 2 of them. They were real tall and drafty inside. Kings and queens must have lots of sweaters." The bus stopped again. The 3 women with suitcases on wheels got off. The bus doors closed, and the bus drove away. Mr. Jensen was about to follow it. "Stop, Dad, I see her. She crossed the street," Tam said. Tam and Eric got out of the car. They walked to the corner and waited for the traffic light to change to green. Then they crossed the street. "Hi, Simone. I'm Tam, and my name is Eric." "Okay? My name is Eric," he said again, louder and very slowly. "Je ne comprends pas." Simone looked at this, Tam said. She stretched out her arms, flapped them, and made airplane noises. Then Tam took a few small steps and moved her head all around as if she was looking for someone. "Que avez-vous?" Eric pointed to Simone and said, "Simone Green?" "Oui." "I think oui means yes," Eric said to Tam. Eric pointed in the direction of the airport and said, "Charles and Ida Green?" "Oui." "Come with us," Tam said to Simone. But as she and Eric walked towards the car, Simone didn't follow them. "We're strangers to her," Eric said. "She won't go in the car with us." Aunt Molly had crossed the street. She said that she would wait with Simone. Tam and Eric would return to the airport and get the drinks. "I'm glad you found Simone," Mr. Jensen told Tam and Eric while they were on their way to the airport. "But we have to hurry. By now there's a crowd of people waiting at home to surprise Molly." The Dreens were happy to see Tam and Eric again, and when they told the Dreens they had found Simone, Mrs. Dreen hugged Tam and Eric. The Dreens had called the airport guards and the police and asked them to look for Simone. Now they called again and told them that Simone was found. Then they went in Mr. Jensen's car. "You thought that Simone might be hungry," Mr. Green said to Eric in the car. "So while we were waiting, I brought her a few things to eat." Mr. Green took a wrapped egg salad sandwich from one pocket. He took some packaged cookies and dried fruits from another pocket, and Ida has a can of juice in her handbag. "There she is, I see her," Mrs. Green said. Mr. Johnson stopped the car. The Greens got out, crossed the street, and ran to Simone. "They are all so happy," Aunt Molly said when she opened the car door and got inside. A moment later, Mr. and Mrs. Green came to the car. They were each carrying one of Simone's suitcases. Mr. Green was holding Simone's hand. "Can I drive you someplace?" Mr. Johnson asked. "No, we'll take the bus," Mr. Green said. "We want to thank you again for finding Simone." "Merci," Simone said. She smiled and waved as Mr. Johnson drove away.